Welcome back to Kitchen Wisdom. Grab a coffee and maybe a cookie if you've got one left from last time, because today we're talking about one of my all-time favorite baking strategies, make-ahead cookie dough. If you've ever wished you could have fresh, warm cookies at a moment's notice without covering your kitchen in flour and butter, this episode is for you. If you know me, you know that I love baking, but I also love a good shortcut that doesn't sacrifice flavor. Over the years, between client photo shoots, recipe testing, and holiday marathons in my kitchen, I've learned that make-ahead cookie dough is not just a trick, it's a lifestyle. Whether you're baking for a big event, prepping holiday gifts, or just trying to stay sane during busy weeks, having prep dough in your freezer is like having a dessert emergency kit. And trust me, it's saved me more than once. Here's the truth. The best bakers aren't the ones who spend hours every day in the kitchen. They're the ones who plan ahead. Cookie dough is one of those magical things that actually gets better with a little rest. When dough chills, the batter firms up, the flavors deepen, and the texture improves. That's not just convenience, it's science. Think about it. When you bake straight after mixing, your cookies might spread too much or lose shape. But when you let that dough rest, even overnight, it becomes richer and more flavorful. It's like your dough went to a cookie spa. And from a practical standpoint, make-ahead dough gives you flexibility. You can prep everything on a quiet Sunday, then bake a few cookies at a time whenever you want. It's the kind of freedom I wish I had when I first started baking for clients and tried doing everything in one day. Never again. My family still remembers the Christmas I pulled an all-nighter covered in flour and frosting. Not every cookie dough behaves the same way, but most of them freeze beautifully. Here are my go-to types. Drop cookies. Let's start with the easy ones. Drop cookies. You know, chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, peanut butter, all the ones that disappear faster than you can bake them. Here's what I do. Once the dough's mixed, I grab my cookie scoop and portion it out into little dough balls. I set them on a parchment-lined tray and pop the whole tray into the freezer. You don't need to leave them there long, just an hour or two, until they're firm. Then transfer them into a labeled freezer bag. And please, learn from me. Label your bags. There's nothing worse than pulling out a frozen mystery blob and playing the guessing game. The best part? You can bake these straight from frozen. Just add an extra minute or two to the bake time. You'll get perfectly soft centers and slightly crisp edges every single time. Slice and bake cookies. Now, for those of you who like a little more elegance in your cookies, slice and bake cookies are your friend. This is great for sugar cookies or shortbread. I roll the dough into logs, wrap them tightly in plastic wrap, then in foil to keep them from drying out. Don't forget the label here too. When you're ready to bake, just pull out the log, slice as many as you need, and pop them on the tray. I actually love gifting these during the holidays. I tie a ribbon around the wrapped log and attach a tag that says, "Bake when ready for happiness." It's the perfect, easy, thoughtful gift for friends, teachers, or neighbors. Cut-out cookies, and of course, the classic cut-out cookies. Perfect for sugar cookies, gingerbread, or any holiday-themed treat. Roll your dough between 2 sheets of parchment paper before freezing. That way it won't stick and will be ready to cut right away later. Stack the sheets flat in a freezer bag, label them, and you're set. When it's time to bake, just let them soften for a few minutes, cut your shapes, and bake like normal. I love this trick for Christmas. It's such a time saver when the kitchen is already chaos. And here's a little bonus tip. Doughs like shortbread or biscotti actually get better after resting. The flavors develop more depth, the texture improves, and somehow the cookies just feel fancier. So you're not just saving time here, you're improving your cookies while your freezer does the work. Here's what works best for me. I usually spend one day mixing different doughs: chocolate chip, sugar cookie, gingerbread, you name it. I portion them out, freeze, and label everything with my trusty black Sharpie. Yes, I've learned the hard way that mystery dough is not a fun surprise. I keep everything stored in freezer-safe containers or heavy-duty zip bags, always labeled with the cookie type, baking temperature, and date. And of course, I use my 32-ounce ball glass jars for smaller batches of dough. They're airtight, reusable, and just look beautiful stacked in the freezer. One year, I forgot to label properly and baked what I thought were sugar cookies. Turns out they were ginger molasses. Not bad, but it was a surprise with a kick. Now my system is foolproof. Let me leave you with a few quick tips. These are my personal freezer rules, the ones I tell my friends over coffee. First, always chill your dough before freezing. Trust me, this keeps it smooth and easy to scoop later. No sticky mess. When you're freezing, portion the dough so you only bake what you need. It's perfect for those late night cookie cravings or last minute school events when you suddenly remember you promised to bring something sweet. Label everything clearly. Bags, jars, lids, whatever you're using. Write down the cookie type, bake time, and date. It might feel like overkill now, but future, you will be very grateful. If you're stacking dough, slide a piece of parchment paper between the layers. It keeps them from fusing into a frozen cookie mountain. Most cookie doughs will stay fresh for up to 3 months in the freezer, but honestly, I've baked ones that were 6 months old and they came out perfectly fine. As long as they were sealed, airtight. And here's a big one. When you're ready to bake, thaw the dough in the fridge, not on the counter. That slow thaw keeps your dough firm and prevents condensation from messing up the texture. Think of it as giving your cookies a gentle wake-up instead of a rude alarm clock. Here's something most people don't realize. And honestly, it took me years to figure this out through trial and error. Resting your cookie dough isn't just about making it easier to handle. It's flavor magic happening behind the scenes. When you chill dough, all those ingredients get a chance to mingle and get to know each other. The sugars absorb more moisture, the butter firms up, and the proteins in the flour relax. It's like giving your dough a mini spa retreat overnight. And here's where it gets really interesting. This rest time leads to cookies that bake up with deeper caramelized flavor and a richer color. You know that slightly toasty, buttery, almost nutty taste you get from bakery cookies? That's not an accident. That's time doing its thing. The dough that's been chilling for even 24 hours bakes up with those beautiful golden edges and chewy centers everyone loves. I like to joke that my dough needs beauty sleep, and I give it at least a night to rest. Sometimes two, especially around the holidays when I'm juggling multiple recipes at once. The difference is real. You'll taste it, you'll see it, and you'll probably never want to rush your cookies again. So, next time you mix a batch, cover it up, pop it in the fridge, and let it take a nap. It's the simplest trick to take your cookies from good to unforgettable. So there you have it. Make ahead cookie dough isn't just a time saver, it's a sanity saver. It's perfect for busy parents, working bakers, or anyone who loves a warm cookie but hates the mess. Once you start doing this, you'll wonder how you ever survived without it. All the tools and containers I mentioned, like my favorite freezer bags, jars, and scoops, are linked in the podcast notes. And if you want to see my full make-ahead dough process, step by step, visit my blog and YouTube channel at Arina Photography. I've got videos showing exactly how I prep, label, and store dough so that fresh baked cookies are always just minutes away. Because honestly, life's too short not to have cookie dough ready at all times.